And I asked my mom to move out to Moscow. She was like completely no.
Yeah, because you were 14.
Yeah, I was 14. But I said something. I was like, Mom, if I wouldn't go to Moscow right now and my life would become terrible, that will be your fault. But if I will go to Moscow and something happened to my life, that will be my fault. And she was like, okay.
Hi, so today I'm with Mary Least.
Hi guys.
So you do YouTube, you do blogging kind of, and
I used to do blog. I used to write blog, but no more, unfortunately, because people don't read blogs anymore.
That's so true. That's why you do all the videos.
Yeah, I do Instagram.
Her recaps are so nice.
Yeah, I do Instagram and
editing, everything. So you were born in Russia, right?
Yeah, I was born in Russian little town.
What is it called?
Called Kursk.
Yeah. Is all your family from there, or?
Yeah, my family from there, and all my friends from there that I used to grow up with. But yeah, I'm here. I'm not a countryside girl. I mean, it's kind of countryside, little town where people never go outside of this town. You know,
so they made it so far.
Yeah, a little bit far.
What do most people do there?
They just wake up, go to work, come back home, and sleep.
Yeah,
and that's our life. Usual, like small town, boring life, nothing is happening there. I mean, it's nice to, it's very nice that I grown up there because you actually don't get to rush, you don't get to all the craziness of the huge city, and you kind of get to explore all the, I don't know, just little small things, playing outside. Just speak to your friends and not having this stress around. I wish my kids can grow up in some place like I grew up. So I think it's very, very nice.
Where do you get your creative background from?
I don't know. It's hard to say because I've always been a person with huge imagination. I like to dream, and I can't say that I wasn't always creative. Some people like drawing, I don't know, writing music since they were 5. My creativity came to me a little bit later, actually, when I started modeling. And I learned how to do photography, I learned how to model, and it was just step by step, and then this boom happened to me when I was in Milan. And I used to work as a model there, and one of my friends invited me to the Gucci fashion show with him, and I was like, okay, let's go, like let's hang out, nothing special, and I just dressed up a little bit fashion. I came to the fashion show, and all photographers just started attacking me and basically taking pictures of me. Everyone started asking, oh, who is she, who is she? I was just standing there, I was like, what's going on? Please save me. And then first publication was in New York Times Instagram, then all the Vogues pick up these photos.
But they found your name in the end.
All the photographers asked my name. So that's basically how I made into the blogging. It wasn't like, oh, I want to be a blogger. It just was accidentally. And then I was like, that's cool. I like it. I should go to fashion shows. I should like start writing my blogs because people like how I dress up. And that's how I started my blog, and that's how I started writing it and do all the stuff that I'm doing right now, basically.
Wow. What kind of careers do your parents have? Is it creative?
My mother is a doctor. My father is an engineer. So no.
Did they ever push you like academically? Like study a lot?
Not really, because I have siblings. I have brother and sister, and they're much younger than I. And I had so much freedom in my childhood, and I don't know. I used to grow up on the street. I was such a boy. I never were a girl. I never wear skirts. I had short hair. So I used to play with the boys football. I never actually were a girl. I never liked to dress up. I used to wear one jeans that were incredibly dirty and like ripped apart for 2 years. All the girls hated me. But yeah, I mean, I think it's fun to grow up like this and then just change accidentally. All the people freaking out what's going on with this ugly girl that I remember from my playground.
So after the publications picked you up, but you already were into like styling, you know how to dress, or did you have someone help you, like this is how you should dress?
When I used to work, I'm so clumsy, sorry. When I used to work as a model, I just liked to dress up when I started making money a little bit, and I was always into clothes because when growing up, my family didn't make so much money, so I couldn't buy clothes for myself. And once I got this money, I was like, oh my god, clothes, clothes, clothes. And I just like went shopping every day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and that's how I got a lot of clothes, I would say so. And that's how I liked, I don't know, it was just something really nice. You know, when you don't have ice cream and once you see this ice cream, you just eat it too much.
That's so true.
And then you just, oh my god, I can't see this ice cream anymore. That's what happened to me basically. I started going shopping every day and then I was like, no, I'm done with clothes, like enough. Clothes is not interesting to me anymore.
Did you have people you looked up to for your style?
Actually no, because I didn't know who are the bloggers, like what are they doing? I didn't know about their existence. And I said, all this happened to me accidentally. I never wasn't something like, oh, I want to be like internet star, or it never was like that. So I just would say that I've been always trying to kind of match the things and make them work together by colors, by styles.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really say that I have some fashion icon that I'm looking up to.
I guess you just have it in you. Like
I
feel all the fabric.
Yeah.
How did you get into modeling initially?
When I was 14 years old, I moved out from my parents and I needed to make money. And actually I had a dream. I wanted to visit Paris one day, and once I saw American Next Top Model on TV and I was like, these girls are in Paris, but okay, I need to go to university, I need to finish my university, I need to get good job, and then maybe when I will be like 26 years old, I can go to Paris. And I was like, why wouldn't I become a model? And I asked my mom to move out to Moscow. She was like completely no.
Yeah, because you were 14.
Yeah, I was 14, but I said something. I was like, Mom, if I wouldn't go to Moscow right now and my life would become terrible, that will be your fault. But if I will go to Moscow and something happened to my life, that will be my fault. And she was like, okay, go.
That's a good reason,
I mean, and that's how I moved out. That's how I used to, I had very, very funny life. I had crazy stories happening to me. When I moved out, I lied to my mom. I was like, yeah, I'm living in modeling apartment, everything is fine. But actually, I lived in the train station for a couple of years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, for a couple of days. So it was very funny. A lot of adventure happened to me.
Wow. So, but then you signed with the agency, and then you made money from that.
I started just taxing. Nobody wanted me. You know, sometimes people was like, oh yeah, this lucky moment happened to me, and I became, I don't know, superstar. This lucky moment happened to me, and that's where I'm. No, never. I didn't have this lucky moment. I was just like consistently texting all the photographers, all the agencies, and I was just like into it so much. I was shooting so much stuff, like with good photographers, with bad photographers, and then initially one agency signed me because I already had such a huge portfolio, so they just like, okay girl, like come on, come to us.
You like made it work.
Yeah, I did a lot of work. Nothing happened to me accidentally, unfortunately.
Were you ever scared being such a young age that your like photographers would like treat you in a certain way, or some people would like?
I was never scared because I'm such a brave person, and it's kind of weird that I'm not scared because I feel like something bad could happen to me. Actually, I never thought about that. But what I'm thinking is, I guess I'm lucky that nothing bad happened to me, but people don't get me serious. It's true. Like even now, I moved out. I moved to America when I was 16 years old, I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 16. So, or I was like 70-ish already, almost. So, and people here don't get me serious at all because like here I'm baby and everybody, oh, you're such a baby, where's your parents? And I was like, they're back in Russia, and everybody couldn't understand it. I was like, what are you doing here alone? And it's actually very, very fun and weird in the same place because even now when I wouldn't say I'm successful because I don't reach the point that I actually want to reach, but I would say that people don't get me serious in a lot of cases. There's like, oh yeah, baby, playing with this Instagram thing, nothing seriously. But I'm actually, unfortunately, again, very mature person. So yeah. So who wanna work with me? I'm serious. I mean, I'm always late, but you know.
But
I'm serious.
what made you want to decide to move to US whereas like lots of Europe? Did you already like model? So you modeled already throughout Europe and everything?
Yes, I did modeling in Europe, and actually it was very interesting because I came to Los Angeles just for vacation, first time, and I was about to go to university in Russia for acting, and I already got into in the university, for acting. And I came here and I met this Uber driver. I know it's weird, right? But we talked a lot about my life. I told him my story, and this driver said me one thing that changed my life completely. He was like, "Okay, why do you want to study in Russia for 5 years and then come here, like then shoot movies in Russia, become Russian actress, and then come here and start from the beginning?" I was like, "Wait, what do you mean from the beginning? I will be done by that time. So many movies and so much stuff." So and he was like, "Doesn't count anything here. He was like, just come here and start here. Don't waste your time." And I was like, "Okay, nice." And I just copied money for like a year so I can move here and study here.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just came.
So you're studying here right now, or are you?
Yeah, I'm studying here. I'm in acting school right now here.
What made you want to start? Were you always interested in acting, or was that more of a recent thing?
Actually, that's what I told you about clothes, because one day clothes become so boring for me and modeling became so boring for me, and I was like, I don't want to be just a picture. I want to be able to speak. That's what actually moved me to start YouTube and just to start acting, because I want people to hear me, because I think I could say some nice things.
Oh my god, your videos are so good.
Some nice things. No, I mean, I have a lot of to say.
Yeah.
And I want to share it with people, and I want to share it with my audience. I don't want to be just picture in pretty hat and just say people, "Oh, this is like black skirt matched with this pink, I don't know, t-shirt." Yeah. It's not interesting, you know? You have to have something inside so people will actually feel who you are and will follow you, not just for pictures, but for your actual personality. You have to be more than picture.
What made you decide to, I guess most of your fan base is still like Russian, right? Because you do the YouTube, you do Instagram.
Yeah, but actually it's very funny because I have just 20% of Russian audience right now.
Oh, on YouTube?
My YouTube is Russian, yes, but on Instagram I have just 20% of Russians, yeah. So I'm kind of international blogger, I could say that.
How did you teach yourself like video, photo editing?
As I said, I used to work as a model, and I learned a lot from photographers that I used to work with, and video, I just Googled Final Cut Pro tutorial, and that's what I basically did. I mean, nowadays, guys, it's not a reason don't do anything. You can just Google information. A lot of people ask me, "Oh, Masha, how to become a model?" Google it. Seriously, like everything you can find on the internet. You can find how to edit video, you can find how to take photos. You can actually find absolutely everything. You don't even need to buy books and go to university. I mean, I'm not saying that you don't need to go there. You need to. Don't, because when I'm saying I didn't go to university, people like, "Oh yeah, she didn't go to university, Mommy, I wouldn't go to." I was like, "No, go, please.
She has to drive. Look at her.
Please go to university." That's how I learned a lot of stuff in my life, actually. Just Google it. I mean, English too. I don't speak perfect English, but I actually learned a lot of English from Google. Google Translator. Yeah, it's true. I just was like, actually, that's very funny. I had my phone on the Google Translator app, and there is function where you can just point everywhere and like translate from the photography, basically. Yeah, and I was walking in America like this and translating everything.
What percent, how much of English did you know when you first moved here?
I didn't know English at all. Like,
you're so tall.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Year and a half I didn't speak English at all. So now I speak a little bit better than earlier.
How would you say are you familiar with the Russian like blogging?
Yeah, of course. I started, and I have a lot of friends in Russia.
How would you say it's changed since you first started? Like
I would
last 5
say,
years?
as we know, Russia is not such a developed country as America, which is getting better from year and year. And I actually like Russian bloggers much better for the thing that it's not the blogging is not commercial in Russia yet.
Really?
I mean, it is getting there, and it is already becoming commercial, but people in Russia are still more about art, more about creativity than in America.
Yeah.
Because in America, people are like, okay, I have this collaboration, that collaboration, even me. I need to shoot that, I need to shoot money, I need to live. No, in Russia, like people just like, okay, I have this job, but I'm doing blogging because I like it, not because it's my way of living.
Yeah.
And people, like back then, people didn't become bloggers to make money. People become bloggers because they just had to say something to people. But nowadays, unfortunately, everybody knows that you can make money from it. So,
are the jobs there so much less, or?
In Russia, yes.
Yeah, because I think even for me in Hong Kong, like vlogging is still quite new, so then clients will maybe hire a whole model and then a whole team, but now people just do blogger instead of model. Yeah,
it's true, because I also would say not a lot of companies in Russia represented. Because in America, we're now in shopping center and it's huge. Every single brand that I know, like you can just find PRML, not me, but my manager could do it, and contact the brand and see if the brand want to work with me. But in Russia, you cannot contact Gap because it's not a Russian company.
Oh, that's
because
so
it's
true.
It's American market. It's American, and a lot of companies are based in America. That's why so much more money and so much more opportunities here for that. Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm sure, like in Hong Kong or even in Moscow, in Russia, there are some brands, there are some companies. But if we are talking about huge international companies, it's American. So after the fashion show, how would you say you've gotten to the stage you are now? Like, is it certain jobs or certain things that you did? I would just say I was always passionate about this, and I really like one phrase. Actually, it's like, I bought this postcard when I first came to America, and there is some words, never, never, never give up. And I was just doing no matter what. No matter if I do have money to do it, or if I don't, if I'm sick, just do it. Just do it. You can't say anything. And I don't know, I was just into it so much. Yeah. Because I liked it. People inspire me a lot. Yeah. People who follow me, people who I'm friends with right now. Because I think people are the most beautiful thing in this planet. Nature and people. And it's actually awesome because from Instagram I get to know so many people. Such an awesome people. I can't even explain. Sometimes I meet person and I was like, if I wouldn't do that, I would never meet you. You know what I mean? I would never meet you. Same. Yeah. You tagged Coachella and then I found you. Yeah. I would never meet you. Is it different from moving here? The American mindset is very different to the Russian mindset? It's definitely different, but like we are all people. You know what I mean? We're not different from our nature phases. So people here are just more happy than in Russia, I would say so, because the level of living is much higher than in Russia. And I mean, come on, in Los Angeles, you don't have winter for like 6 months in a row. Like, of course you will be happier. But this is all, like, because in Russia, people are very, very, very direct. And they say what they think about you. In America, nobody would say you anything that's not appropriate. Yeah. I wouldn't say that people are fake, because they're not, if you actually talk to them. But the point when you just go at the street and everyone's smiling at you, it's like, it's different. Like in Russia, you would actually think that all people are mean, which is not true. That's so true. I mean, like in Hong Kong, someone's smiling at you, I'm like, what do you want? I'm scared already. Yeah. I think it's nice when people smile to you, because your mood become better and you just smile in return. But it's also nice when people say what they think. Yeah. When they're, oh, your house has such a pretty dress, even though my dress is terrible. You know, it happened to me a lot of times, and I was like, how do I look? Oh, you look perfect. I mean, I know that not. You know.
So for the upcoming, you're finishing your acting school, and then you want to work more on your YouTube. Do you have plans for your YouTube?
I'm not finishing my acting school in next 20 years. Let's say that, because acting is not a profession; it's lifestyle. The actor who finished to study acting is not a good actor, and I want to do more acting than YouTube right now, because YouTube is very nice, but I mean, I want to be an American actress, which is quite not possible with my English right now, but I'm getting there, I'm taking classes, so let's meet up in 2 years and we'll see how I speak. I just want to get into acting more, and I just want to be able to speak. I don't want to be famous, and I don't know, it's not interesting for me. I think, of course, I do like acting, and it's my passion, it's my huge passion, because I'm a very emotional person, and I can just leave all my emotion on the stage and just come back home and be quiet, be myself. But also it gives you such an amazing opportunity to be heard by people. And one of the reasons why I want to become an American actress, not a Russian one, because it would be so much easier for me to go back to Russia and start acting there, because I mean, Russian is my native language, come on, and I do have a lot of connections in Russia. Why I want to do that? Because I feel if Russian girl could become an American actress and could speak to people, I could say that I already said to you, we're all human beings, no matter where you were born, in Russia or in America, we are all the same. And I don't understand why people hate each other if they are Americans, like they hate Russians or Russian hates Americans. Like, come on, guys, we are all human beings.
How did you meet your boyfriend?
It was actually very, very funny. There was a brunch in New York during Fashion Week, and we were invited to this brunch, and we just met up there. And then we had like huge Santa Barbara for half a year going on, because he had project in Africa, I have project in Paris, and we were traveling together or separate for half a year, and finally I'm getting my green card right now, and he's getting his green card, so we both cannot leave America, and like we are here. I was like, okay, we're stuck here, what should we do? He was like, we can go to Hawaii, it's like America too. I was like, okay, let's go. So that was nice, and it's actually very, very nice. So, because he's from New York, I'm from Los Angeles, and now we do live in both cities, and it's actually very, very convenient, because acting is in Los Angeles, fashion is in New York, and I do like acting and I do like fashion. So every time when we have jobs, it's in both cities, and you get to travel. Like sometimes we did have 1 month when we were back and forth every week. We're just like, okay, this job in New York, let's go to New York. This job in Los Angeles, come back to Los Angeles. And it is very nice. He was born in Germany. Yeah, but he moved out, I can be wrong, but 6 years ago. He moved to America for university as well. And that's how he started his journey here.
So you speak English to each other more?
Yes.
So then that's how you like improve so much.
I mean, maybe. I used to go to school for years, so yeah.
Yeah. What do you think you've learned the most from him?
How to manage time. Because he's German. I'm terrible with time management, because I do have a lot of things going on in the same time. I seriously now, like I just came to you from the shoot, and we were supposed to shoot one more time. I don't know if we are going there. So I have such a mess in my life, but he's German. He's very, very organized person. Sometimes we fight because he is too organized for me, He was like, okay, like I have planned 5 things in a day. And for example, I don't know, I woke up late and his plan is not going the way that he planned. And we're just like, okay, he's stressing out because it's not. It's like, chill, you live your life, live in the moment. So that's what I learned from him a lot.
Do you ever feel pressure as a role model for young girls?
I do feel pressure always, because I know how girls look up for me, and I cannot be wrong. I am a human being. And as everybody, I am allowed to make mistakes, but I can't. Because every my mistake
they're watching you.
Will affect a lot of people. I can't be like, I can't drink alcohol, or I can't smoke, or I can't do other stuff. I mean, at least publicly, right? But like, because I know that a lot of young girls just wanted to look similar to me, have the same lifestyle as I do. So I'm not allowed to make mistakes. I'm not allowed to be ugly. I'm not allowed to be sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just
perfect all the time.
Yeah, perfect all the time, and it's hard. And it's hard to be human when you have Instagram, big Instagram page. It's true. But what is the most important is it's very, very nice from the other side, because a lot of girls get inspired by you, and it's very, very nice when you know that you can change life of a lot of people. I'm getting a lot of messages like, oh Masha, I have these problems with my parents, or with my boyfriend, or with my school, or with something else, and sometimes I feel like private psychologist to all of them. Yeah, but that's nice that there's like, oh, how you changed my life. I get messages like this, and I think it's very nice when you just make people a little bit happier if you can.
Yeah. Oh, I love that so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was a nice interview.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, guys, for my English mistakes.
This is awesome. Don't worry about it. You killed it.
No, seriously, I'm so sorry. I don't feel confident with my English. I actually, when I went to this interview, I was like begging my boyfriend stand next to me and like saying me stuff that I need to say.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I hope
you did so well. So
I hope at least you are able to understand what I was saying. So if you are, but I don't know, thumbs up if you have thumbs up here.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye.